And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Fighting Mongeese Hockey here in beautiful Regina, Canada. So Team USA thought they could get away with winning the gold medal at the Winter Olympics. Well, now they face their biggest challenge yet in the form of the Fighting Mongeese. It's been a while since we've actually had a match to call, ladies and gentlemen. We'll certainly do our very best. Let's look at this. And Violence John now comes out. Passes down to Dennis Fatso. Ooh, loses the puck. To some American loser. Violence John, no! Again! Losing control here is the Fighting Mongeese. Loose puck up in the corner. Taken by Team USA. This certainly does not bode well for the Fighting Mongeese. Son Neville starting back and forth to Superstar, down to Violence John. He's going to have to get it on ahead. This puck has spent more time in the Fighting Mongeese side than Cougar has. Now McWeaselton, team captain, passes it up to Oliver. Oliver takes a shot. No! Of course, doesn't go too far for him. Attempted shot there by Team USA. And another one, but Cougar is just too much for him. One shot there, but doesn't get through. Quinn gets it up, and now Whiskers. We know Whiskers isn't going to get too far with that one. And down to Grouch, who just basically passes it to the goalie. Who holds it? As ladies and gentlemen, we go for our next face-off here. Bit of a stall there. Referee finally managing to get it in there. Went out by... Oh, nice shot there by Feldbaum. I was going to say, went out there by the Fighting Mongeese. Elizabeth having it for a brief moment. And here we go. Elizabeth, no, and shot. What? What's this? Team USA. And someone was just ready for that one. And right there. We have a saying here in Fighting Mongeese hockey, don't do roughness unless you think you can't get caught. So there we go, power play on the play of the Mongeese. And somehow still the puck was able to be shot. And Neville coming down, taken down actually. Superstar comes right around, down to Dennis Fatso, back to Superstar, up to McWeaselton. McWeaselton down to Oliver, takes a shot, and held on. Team USA doing everything they can to just hold on. Power play still in effect for another minute. By Fighting Mongeese standards, that would be about 30 seconds. Superstar has the turnaround, comes in, takes a shot, rebounds off the glove. Now just shot all the way up. Dennis Fatso managing to get up with the puck. Surprisingly, the fastest out there to Feldbaum, down to Quinn. Back to Oliver, and Oliver shoots! Gets it in there! You hear the mighty squeak of the Mongeese, and the Mongeese are definitely back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are again. Shiny helmets and all. Just how you remembered it. Well, Team USA is about to find out that gold medals don't mean dick around here. Not when you're facing off against the Fighting Mongeese. And when you don't have a Stanley Cup in the thing. We'll just forget about how that tournament went. And of course, as we all know, yes, these Olympic gold medals are on the line. If the Fighting Mongeese win, then the Team USA's victory is null and void. I'm pretty sure that they knew that was happening. I mean, I'm just hearing about it right now. I'm not making it up. Elizabeth would turn around down to Wilson. Back, no. Well, he tried to get it back to Elizabeth, but she just wasn't there. Loose puck behind the net. Comes right around. Team USA crossing the red line. Elizabeth wants to hold on to the puck for quite a time. Down to wing. Over back to Wilson. Takes a shot, but another deflection. As in comes Team USA, has to rebound around. Whiskers just touching the puck for a moment, and Cougar holding on to it. Looking at it and saying that it is mine. And we are not even halfway through the first period here for Fighting Mongeese hockey. Whiskers has it. Down to McWeaselton, back to Whiskers. Whiskers, you might as well just give them the puck. And Kaio. Well, tensions brewing here. Nothing but some recipe sharing. As is the case. Superstar takes a shot. And again, held on. Team USA just really loves those face-offs. And some more recipe sharing there, right by the goalie, sorry. One out by Team USA. Oh, James McAvoy. I didn't know he was on this team. And Neville down. Excellent attempt, but what's going on here now? And another fan just ready with that sign. I don't wonder, do they just bring signs for everybody? Either way, that's 2 power plays. Is this the only way that Team USA thinks they can win? Do they forget what happened the last time? If they just want to give Fighting Mongeese the game, then they're more than welcome to. Back and forth, Valbaum now. Just holds on, draws in some Team USA dumbasses. Now it's Grouch. Grouch once more, takes a shot. No, doesn't even get to the net. Here comes Oliver, trying once more for a second goal. And down it goes. And Superstar gets it down there, up to Feldbaum. Goes around, down to Oliver. Nothing doing there. Behind the net. 30 seconds left to go in this power play. And now Oliver down to Grouch. And Grouch taking out against the boards. And it looks like Team USA will survive this power play. Well, good for them, I suppose. As Grouch now tries to get it up, but no, Team USA just there in the nick of time. 8 minutes left of this first period. And Spazzo up to Elizabeth. Elizabeth down to Oliver, tries, but deflected off the pad. In comes Team USA. Fearless sticks now with Oliver. down to Dennis Fatso. Well, don't hit the mascot. He's down in that area. Elizabeth now. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we do have a dress code here in the Fighting Mongeese Arena. If you're not wearing a Fighting Mongoose jersey, then feel free to step back into lot number 17 to get your official ass kicking. That includes the opposing team, so we'll be on the lookout for Bitey. Supposed to teleport around. There he is, Bitey, standing right back up with the tambourine. Down to Whiskers, and Whiskers just knowing exactly what's going on. Another attempt, but no. In comes Gilly Cat, takes a shot, doesn't want the pressure. Another race for the puck. Superstar with it. As it, Canrill takes a shot, and pushed right back out there. Canrill, the elf who can. As Whiskers, again, Whiskers you're just there for, diversity quota. All right? McWeaselton takes that. No, stolen out from under him. That's not fair. Dennis Fatso circling around. Loses hold of it, though, unfortunately. Passed around. And Neville comes riding right up, or skating right up. Shot attempt, but Oliver had it for a quick moment and just gave it right back to Cougar. Some people just don't want the pressure. Nothing Dennis Fatso. Passes on up to Grouch. Down to Quinn. Quinn takes the shot and held on. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left of this first period, ladies and gentlemen. Wallace John comes in. And you see Bitey doing what he can to get the goalie distracted. I'm sure the Mongeese would love a nice, comfortable 2-point lead. Trying again. Beautiful attempt. Just was not to be. Wallace John there just in the nick of time. Dennis Fatso down to Oliver. Oliver up to Quinn. Quinn takes the shot. Saw James McAvoy have it for a tiny bit. Change over there for the Fighting Mongeese. Miles John in again. Up to Dennis Fatso. Dennis Fatso can only go so far.
1 minute left in the first period.
Already down to a minute. Shot attempt, but doesn't get through. Wilson from behind. Tries to get it over. Shot. And Fatso trapped in the corner. Another attempt, and Cougar holds on with 24-point. As we have some more recipe sharing with a pair of fist bumps. And USA looking to try and get a score before this period ends. But less than 10 seconds away. And Neville just shoot. And that is the end of the first period. Ladies and gentlemen, thus far the Fighting Mongeese are in the lead 1-0 thanks to that power play goal from Oliver. There you see it again. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, following that very brief commercial break. Did you buy all the products? Are you wearing your Fighting Mongeese jersey? Remember, if you aren't, then Lot 17 calls out for you. As after 14 seconds of play, we are already with the face-off. I guess they didn't just like how the last face-off went. Up and up, here comes Team USA, but McWeaselton getting it all the way up, down to Neville, takes a shot, ooh! Just basically bounces right by. Now Dennis Fatso, over to Violence John, up to McWeaselton, to Superstar, back to Violence John, takes a slap shot! His aim was just a little off. Neville up to Fatso, over to Violence John, back to McWeaselton, and down to Neville. Nice teamwork there by Fighting Mongeese. You can expect a lot of it here. Attempt, but Cougar takes it on the chest. Just like Saturday night. And this Dennis Fatso up to Oliver. Just a little off. And coming in from behind, Oliver taking another shot and held on. The USA goalie defies physics. Team USA winning that one there. Coming in close. Cougar just watches the puck go. Now with Whiskers. Takes a shot and hopefully doesn't get too much in there. And in comes Quinn. Backhand, but a little too off, two off, sorry. Just reworking my way around these technical terms. In comes Wang. And Whiskers actually doing something useful for a change. Well, I mean, for a moment. As opposed to the puck did miss Team USA. Now Bobby up to Elizabeth, down to Whiskers. And Whiskers in trouble, just basically gives it up. Wilson down to the border. The pads, the technical terms. Now Fatso from behind, up to Cat. Gilly Cat crossing the red line. Crossing, no! Knocked down before the blue line. As the puck just going back and forth now. Canrill down to Cat. And to Fatso. Fatso back to Gilly Cat, to Violence John. Back up to Canrill, the elf who can. Get it down to Gilly Cat. Finally crosses the blue line. He's happy. And takes a hit. Oh, sorry, she's happy. And Cougar refusing to let go of the puck. Cougar, let it go. Let it go. Drop it. Drop it. And McWeaselton down to Neville. A bit of a stall down there. And there's McWeaselton managing to get in there. John just basically kicking the puck out of there. And Team USA managing to get it right back into Fighting Mongeese ice. Not too many shots on goal thus far. As Quinn manages to get in one herself. And again, held on. And went out by Fighting Mongeese. Can't quite get it to the net, though. Back and forth, but no! Oh, almost stalled there by the Mongeese. Shot about and around. Fell bomb now. Crossing the blue line. Crossing the red line. Crossing the blue line again. Loses the puck. Manages to retake hold of it. Tries to find someone. Manages to find Bobby. Attempting again and again. And nice hit. Whiskers getting it over to Bobby. And Wilson now. Oh! Just having a good opportunity there, but unfortunately could not quite get it as we are halfway through this second period. Wilson again. Wang taking a shot. Held on. No! Pushed right back out there. That's right. Keep this game going. Elizabeth and Tim. Was that? Yes, that was Wilson. Elizabeth with the assist. The mighty call of the Mongeese. As the crowd going wild for their beloved captain. The national treasure. The Regina icon. Tremendous goal and another attempt here by the man, the myth, the legend, number 13. Cougar catching it in the air and gets it right back out to Bobby. As the Fighting Mongeese now have a commanding 2-0 lead. Slap shot attempt. And now Angel getting it down to Violence John. Circles it around. Straight back to Team USA, though. Just kind of flicked away as Dennis Fatso. Gilly Cat in the corner. Canterville coming in there to make the save. Violence John gets it up. And, oh! Fighting Mongeese taken down from behind. Gilly Cat once more. Working her way across the blue. Stops in front of the red. Passed about and about, but unfortunately they can't get through the defense of the Fighting Mongeese as Cougar makes a dive. Says, you guys have had enough fun. And Weaselton comes in, crossing the lines, but a bit too high, a bit too north. As Team USA coming right around. Tries to get it in there, tries to get something. Cougar holds on, but no, gets it up to Violence John. Superstar coming across, looking for his big moment. McWeaselton. Excellent attempt there by the Mongeese. McWeaselton just basically kissing the puck. Shot and caught by Cougar, who gets it right back out. Superstar to McWeaselton. McWeaselton up to Whiskers. McWeaselton just basically saying goodbye to the puck. Nice shoulder check there as Whiskers again. Over to Wang. Wang circling around to Elizabeth. Elizabeth being chased right up the blue line. And Wang with it, but no, Team USA recapturing it. Cougar holds on and holds on for good at 3 minutes 37 seconds left in this gold medal game. And $1 million. That's right. The winning team to get $1 million from the losing team. We're not just making these things up. This was definitely in the contract that both teams signed. Elizabeth now crossing the lines. Gets it up to Wilson. Takes another shot. Well, sometimes perfection isn't perfect, which is a good thing. If they were always perfect, then that would just be boring. Face off, went out by looks like Team USA. They come out, but stolen right from under them. And Elizabeth taken down by the southern end. And Cougar holds on after just a minute of play. Sada gets it up to Quinn. Quinn coming along and takes a hit. Fell bomb up to Sada. Over to Grouch. Unfortunately, in a one-on-one situation, Grouch couldn't quite do it. Shot taken. In comes Quinn. Quinn shoots and to the knees. Now Grouch taken down. Team USA crossing the lines, gets in there, but too many Mongeese in the way as Neville. Unfortunately, no one for her to pass to. Spell bomb to Superstar. Superstar catches it, but no. Team USA takes one, perhaps one final shot here. And Neville, once again, last one with the puck, and just holds on to it. Superstar, no shot taken, and no. Held on to the end. A scoreless, penaltyless period comes to an end as Fighting Mongeese still ahead 2-0. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I call the last period scoreless, but that's not true. That's where Fighting Mongeese got their second score, so apologies for that one. But here we are, the third and final period, unless Team USA can get at least 2 goals in, and we find ourselves going into overtime. And here we go, Team USA. Wonder what sort of pep talk they had. Probably watched Miracle. Another set of recipes being swapped. And here we go, Fatso. And getting that puck off McWeaselton now. Fortunately loses control. Team USA getting it back, but Superstar there, right in time. Right when you need him. Fatso up to Neville. Neville tried to get it up there, but there was 4-on scramble. Up by Team USA until Superstar comes in. Superstar the puck once more. Now Team USA coming across strong, or at least trying to. Can't survive the defense. Violence John. Rebounds, but no member of the Mongeese wanted it. And here's Puck, but temporarily so. And Superstar now gets it up to Grouch. Grouch! And held on. Another immediate shot. And Superstar! No, Grouch! The mighty call as Bitey celebrating it out. 3-0 now for the Fighting Mongeese. But honestly, if you thought less of the Mongeese, you can go to lane 18 and get your ass kicked as well. And just like that, before the announcer even finishes, we hear the mighty call of the Mongeese. I guess miracles don't happen too often here, as the Mongeese have a 4-0 lead. I mean, at least let the announcer have himself a drink before you score again, Mongeese. Now Bobby. Now we'll see how USA plays when they are 4 scores behind. And they are forced to play 5-on-5. And finally, USA enters the board. It's showing there by Team USA finally managing to get in a goal. Tells them that they can do it. And just like that, another one, conveniently enough, done by the 2 men who were told to retire by our fans here. Basically, I suppose, redeeming themselves from their earlier penalties. So already, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are up to 4-2. Mongeese still in the lead with just 14.5 minutes left to go in this third period. Slapshot or shot attempt there by Team USA. And I was going to say earlier upon whether or not Team USA would be playing frustrated or motivated, and it seems that they are playing motivated. So here we go. USA now crossing the lines, getting in there. Now wing up to Elizabeth. Gets it down to wing again. And Elizabeth with the shot. In comes USA once more. So right back out. The wing loses it though. And Wing once more with it. Bit of a scuffle at the blue line. Run out by Team USA. Feldbaum on her own manages to help make the save. Being chased about. Mongeese now on the back foot, it would seem, as Grouch and Wilson just basically chips it in for the USA goalie. Fans on the edge of their seat here in Regina. They know what's at stake and how many stakes are on stake. Back and forth now. Team USA right there in front. And another goal here by Team USA, who have worked their way up to just basically be trailing by 1. It is 4-3 here, and as I said, the Mongeese on the back foot. I suppose it was Team USA's plan all along to be trailing into the third period. Loose stick. Attempt made. And another attempt here. Now Weaselton. Loose puck. Get it, referee, get it. Nope, Cougars got it. And Whiskers, which basically means Team USA, has it. And McWeaselton gets it on up there to James McAvoy. Gotta wonder what he's doing now. Well, I mean, playing hockey for Team USA, obviously. As Cougar holds on to the puck. Just a little over 9 minutes. Back and forth to Fatso to Neville. And gets it across the USA side, loses it, and shot made. Just a bit wide. USA coming in, but just barely gets it across the lines. I like talking about the lines, ladies and gentlemen. They're fun. And Weaselton gets it up to Wilson. Backhands it to Fatso to Violence John. Over to Fatso, down to Violence John, who's being chased right back into the Mongeese side. And Fatso has a go. Fatso with another shot. Tries again. 3 shots there by Fatso. 7.5 minutes left in this third period, and Fighting Mongeese just barely holding on to their 1-point lead. Elizabeth loses hold. Shot attempt, but Violence John with it now. Puck all over the place here. Another forced scuffle. There's Fatso down to Elizabeth. Tries to get it through, manages to do so. And now Wang. Team USA coming across the lines. Now Angel brings it right back around. See how fast it goes from side to side, though. So really, does it really matter? Now Canrill, the elf who can, passes up to Angel. Angel's going to need to pass it to someone. Not going to be able to pick up the speed. And Bobby. Now Whiskers, and Whiskers just basically looks at the puck. Another shot attempt. And Cousin Oliver gets it right across the boards. That should be the case. Hard hit, and Grouch. That's a hard hit as the puck just cannot get out of the Mongeese side. Quinn. And to Whiskers. Desperate action there. Here comes Superstar. Shot. No. McWeaselton. Shot made. And Up in the air, shot attempt, and another one. Quick attempts here by the Mongeese. Less than 3 minutes to go. Puck back into the Mongeese zone. Neville over to Whiskers. Honestly, at this point, just get Whiskers off the ice. Who cares if he's contractually obligated to be at the ice on this time? Dennis Fatso. Neville up to Superstar. If they can just hold on to this lead for 2 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And Cougar holds on. That was a fair bit of hockey being played there. Cougar figuring his team needed a break with 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go. Dennis Fatso over to Violence John. Back to Grouch. Up to Oliver and Team USA coming right back. Tries, doesn't get it in there. Gonna make another attempt. Grouch up to Oliver. Less than a minute to go. Team USA is not pulling their goalie. They know what this game is all about. And this Fatso up to Grouch. Grouch going right back. No! Team USA being stopped. Less than half a minute to go by the time I finish this sentence. Fatso slowly drags himself across the line. Oh, there is the empty net. "20 seconds left. Team USA working what they can. Mongeese. And with 4.2 seconds left to go, Team USA ties it up 4-4. It looks like we will indeed be going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Is it poetic irony or what? And that is it. The end of the third period. We are tied 4-4. As we head to overtime, how will things go? Cougar just a little too excited. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people who are looking forward to going home at this point are now being forced. The doors are locked. No one is getting out. Every seat must be filled. This one could end at a moment's notice. This is overtime. First goal wins. And USA coming in hard. After quite the comeback. Going back and forth here. And Cougar gets it back out to Fatso. Up to Neville. Gets it in. No! Taken out. Team USA coming right back again. Slap shot attempt and held on by Cougar. After a minute, or nearly a minute and a half of this first overtime. And USA getting around loose puck. Balanced on McWeaselton. And unfortunately could just barely get it in there. Neville had it in there for a bit. Team USA managing to keep this thing in the Mongeese side, but Cougar again. 1 minute later. Forces another face-off. Sure, go for some popcorn myself. And Cougar again, just 10 seconds of play this time. Maybe he wants some popcorn as well. Loose puck after the face-off, down to Violence John, over to Grouch. I was about to say, maybe the Mongeese will finally manage to get some shots in themselves. Thus far, their goalie has had quite the easy time. Cougar again. Playing it wise, playing it smart, playing it slow. Face-off went up by the Team USA. Shot made. Right against the post right there. And here we go. No. Once again, taken up by USA. The Mongeese just cannot get that puck out of there. Maybe this time they'll get it out. Quinn up to Grouch. Can get it out and keep it out, but no. USA right there. Oliver once more with the puck. Down to Quinn. Quinn took that shot but couldn't get it through. Grouch now back to Oliver. Here comes USA and right into Cougar, who just takes it like a champ. And the scuffle went out by the Mongeese. Just have to get that puck out of here. And it's entrusted to Sada. He gets it over to Wang. Slowly but surely they're working it back up. And Oliver! Cousin Oliver makes it clear that the Fighting Mongeese are worth gold. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tremendous day here in Regina. No such day has ever existed in this city. No such day of pride, of power, of absolute perfection here, as Fighting Mongeese take the gold medals from Team USA. And there you see it. What a beautiful backhand by Cousin Oliver, of all characters. Canoes their way right into the net. Ladies and gentlemen, as my Fighting Mongeese will now be given the gold medals from Team USA, as well as $1 million. And Team USA will all have to write haikus about each and every member of the Fighting Mongeese. We're not making this up, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope to see you for more Fighting Mongeese hockey later on down the line.